As the world asks the question tonight, is the turmoil in Egypt a kind of contagion that could spread? There is something that we want to note. It's this combustion of youth and unemployment in the Middle East, which is undoubtedly a factor in what's happening. Take a look at what's going on in Egypt alone, where 52% of the population is under the age of 25, so many unable to find work, a quarter of them unemployed. And that's a match and a tinderbox across the Middle East. Moving over to Jordan now, 54% are under the age of 25 years old, and 27% of those are unemployed. And even in oil-rich Saudi Arabia, half the population is under the age of 25, and nearly one-third of them without a job. By comparison, by the way, 34% of the United States is under the age of 25. But turning back to Egypt for a moment, we have been asking a question for the past days. How do ordinary Egyptians live in Cairo when food and water are disrupted? And tonight, Lama Hassan remembers the Egypt where she once lived, tonight almost unrecognizable.
The Cairo I remembered, where I lived for a year, was this: busy, noisy, full of life. Not today. Away from the square where the protests rage, that life has come to a stop.
This used to be my old neighborhood when I was living in Cairo, and I remember it bustling with people, but today it is practically empty, and as you can see, many of the stores are closed.
No one is coming for the chicken and fish of the food vendors. There are no children at the school. Gas stations deserted. Egypt runs on cash. Few have a credit card. But put your card in an ATM machine and the message is out of order. We have no money left, this man says. How are we going to live? How are we going to eat? I used to come to the supermarket for its bakery. Today, what little bread they make flies off the shelf. Families with children are desperate to buy bread, this baker told us. We're trying to keep up with demand. Nerves are frayed. Shoppers see our camera. They don't want us to see the empty shelves. As with so much here, it is unclear how long everyday Egyptians can hold on without enough food, with their lives at a standstill. In the afternoon, as the daily curfew sets in, these neighborhoods, away from the protests, are eerily quiet. Lama Hassan, ABC News, Cairo.